and I dig it!
This is God.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Time to nut up or shut up. Dog with the chuck.
Well, sometimes that is better.
Hello, psychos! Welcome to Dead is Better, the show where we talk horror media alike. I have some special stuff here. I have this movie light, yada yada yada. Let's see what to go through today. Nope, this isn't for today. I just want to say thank you for coming. Next week is Friday the 13th. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for enveloping in this concept. And horror, as its own little community, can create such a big lash across the whole community. I don't have much to talk about, but since we don't have much, let's talk about, I don't know, our favorite horror movies. So, my favorite horror movie is The Shining. And it was the first horror movie I've ever watched because long story. Not long story. Here's the story. My friend wanted me to watch it with him, and all my other friends begged my mom, can he watch it? Can he watch it? Why can't he watch it? So, The Shining came on Netflix, and my mom said, if I don't have nightmares, I can watch it. I watched it, didn't have any nightmares, and I thought it was really boring. So, I got it on Blu-ray and watched it a second time. It was a little more, but it was still extremely boring. I watched it a third time, and I saw the artistic masterpiece of The Shining. And my favorite slasher film is Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween, to be exact. The first main slasher movie in horror history. I have a schedule. I have so many episodes planned for you guys and your entertainment. And that's all I know for right now. But all I can say is that next week is a Friday the 13th. So guess what franchise we're doing next week? if you guys come here for shows like Stranger Things and stuff, well, we'll be talking about that for sure. We're going to be talking about Stephen King. We're going to be talking about Steven Spielberg. And we're going to be talking about, like, mainly horror stuff. But we will, like, jump in because we may go off track a little bit and get in some little Star Wars in there, a little Disney, sprinkle from here and there. We'll do some non-horror movies, but that'll be on its whole separate series. Still on this channel, but a whole different series. And after the Friday the 13th, we will be looking at A Nightmare on Elm Street. And after that, will be Freddy vs. Jason. Then Child's Play / Chucky franchise. Then we'll be talking about the Alien movies after that. Then the It trio. That's not one episode, but it's going to be like a whole... And then The Shining. Then Dr. Sleep. Then we're going to be looking at Stephen King, Spielberg. This is not in order, by the way, except for Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky, Alien, and Friday the 13th. Those are the only ones that are exact. But we are also going to be looking at the Jordan Peele double episode. That is all we're going to be looking at for this amount. So, on that note, horror is a very decisive subject to talk about. There's so many subgenres on horror. There's the psychological horror, there's the sci-fi horror, fantasy horror, what's it called? Grindhouse horror. That's all I have for now. If you have anything, just go down below. And our shout out today, well, our question for today is, what's your favorite scary movie? And if you've never seen a scary movie, I recommend you watch one. Crap. So how about we read a story from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Let's start off from the very beginning. This will be the whole time. From the first chapter. Ah! Okay. This story is called The Big Toe. A boy was digging at the edge of the garden when he saw a big toe. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something. So he gave it a good hard jerk, and it came off in his hand. Then he heard something groan and scamper away. The boy took the toe into the kitchen and showed it to his mother. "Looks nice and plump," she said. "I'll put it in the soup, and we'll have it for supper." That night, his father carved the toe into 3 pieces. Sorry, carved, not curved. And they each had a piece. Then they did the dishes, and when it got dark, they went to bed. The boy fell asleep almost at once, but in the middle of the night, a sound awakened him. It was something out in the street. It was something. It was a voice, and it was calling to him. "Where is my toe?" it groaned. When the boy heard that, he got very scared. But he thought, it doesn't know where I am. It never will find me. Then he heard the voice once more. Now it was closer. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. The boy pulled blankets over his head and closed his eyes. "I'll go to sleep," he thought. "When I wake up, it will be gone." But soon he heard the back door open, and again he heard the voice. "Where is my toe?" It groaned. Then the boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen, into the dining room, into the living room, into the front hall, then slowly climbed the stairs. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were in the upstairs hall. Now they were outside his door. "Where is my tongue?" the voice groaned. His door opened, shaking with fear. He listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark toward his bed. Then they stopped. "Where is my toe?" the voice groaned. Finally, he asked. When the boy hears the voice calling for its toe, he finds a strange-looking creature up inside the chimney. The boy is so frightened he can't move. He just stands there and stares at it. Finally, he asks, "What you got such big eyes for?" And the creature answers, "To look through and through." "What you got such big claws for?" "To scratch up your grave." "What you got such a big mouth for?" "To swallow you whole." "What you got such a sheep for?" "To chomp your bones!" Now that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, sometimes dead is better.
Say something, Michael. Say something!